Hello and welcome to Dom's Anchor channel. We are playing Alan Wake, as you cannot see. And yeah, just finished watching the World Cup and now playing a little bit of Alan Wake. At least that's the plan. And we gotta start right from the start. I played through this once, like a few years ago. It's been a while. I hope I remember most of it. I know there's a very catchy song in this, which yeah, you will see about. Since a lot of you haven't played this before, I thought it would be cool to do it again. Barry Wheeler, Old Gods of Asgard. He is on tour with the Old Gods of Asgard.
Becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs.
Huh?
The man
Okay.
before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
That's a heavy start.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Yeah, we are in Night Springs. That's a television show we saw in the original Alan Wake. This game is from 2012. Not as old as the original one. It took them 2 years to get it done, so we can... Oh, lovely. So now we find out what happened to Alan in the darkness. It reloads much quicker, and we got a health bar now, as you can see on the top. There are new guns in this too. The 9mm pistol we got already, for example.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
So he still remembers, which is a good thing, I think. Welcome to Night Springs, where insanity is normal.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. but the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
So we're still trying to write our way out of the story. He really loves his wife. So he's trying everything to, yeah, get out of here.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Explore the motel.
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
So, basically all we can do is run. But still, yeah, it's still the same. Yeah, no, running away. It's the smartest thing to do. But we'll take the shotgun.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Oh, we can have 3 guns now. We should be safe here. Okay.
I guess
Can you hear
about
this song?
time I went full auto.
Hello?
So it's a bit easier for us since I played through it a couple of times, which is okay for me. It's more about the story here.
Hey, it's you.
She knows us?
You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
Typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're
Just stay
dangerous.
here.
I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light. Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to things like that.
We are
There's a
dateable.
bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna
We
tell
will
me
find
what
the
this
satellite.
is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
Yep.
It gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Hey ho.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only
We
use
got
it for
already
healing and
the
helping
nail gun.
people. I'm like a wise woman, you know. I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
I got a feeling they won't
And
help.
they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
But thanks for trying to help me. That does look good.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that
Yep.
high-tech engineering reduced
That's
to
the weird
nothing
stuff
more than
going
a
on.
bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
While you're playing through this, a lot of stuff can actually happen. So we got the nail gun already, which I'm cool with. I found most of the pages except one. Sadly, you can't reset those. So let's go in there. Get the first thing. It should be somewhere around here. So we have already seen Bear Wheeler, which is always a good thing, at least for me.
Wait. Wait.
Holy cow. As you can see, not using the beam of the flashlight doesn't hurt them anymore. They changed this around to the better, as I think. Makes it a little bit harder.
That's one thing down.
So on the other side, they made the recharge of the flashlight quicker. That's fair play, I guess. Oh yeah, and Alan can sprint for a while now before running out of breath. Oh baby, that's a big gun. So let's get in there. Okay, we can't climb up there. That's a little bit weird. Is there any way to get in there? Maybe the open door here. Whoa! Oh god! Should have known it though.
The enemy tears itself in two to
Huh?
avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
So here we go. Everything fine, Silver? All good?
That was just messed up.
That was weird. Fucking scared me for a second there. Not cool. So what do we have here? Carbon rifle.
Something tells
Sounds
me
good.
I'm really gonna need the extra firepower. That's two. Just one more to go.
Let's go with the carbon. Feel free to talk to me. Oh, me too, my friend. Me too. That's by the way open world. You can move freely around here. There's something down here. Oh, the missing manuscript page, I think.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into two when they encounter strong light. It leaves the two halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr. My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an
I
article
think
there.
that's
Then
explaining
I
what
got lucky and
happens.
spent a year as a staff writer on the
Since you
Night's
missed the
TV
beginning,
show.
it explains a lot.
It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Like I said, it's a bit sad that we... Hi, Armin. That we are not able to reset the pages too. So this was 2 years in the making. The cool thing is, even though they took 2 years to make this gem, 2 years also passed in Alan's timeline, so...
That's everything.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
He was talking about that in the main game too. He did this before he got the famous writer he is now. So he did that before, but that was written a page or something in the main game too. Even Barry Wheeler asked him near the end on the farm, I think, if the show running on TV is the one he has written, and then says no, it wasn't. I think he just forgot. He should have been around when we were playing that. I can remember there was a page in there. So we will fully focus on the story in this.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know. Talk about about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. There's some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, 2 of the
how cool.
Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello. Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah.
Oh, they're so fucked.
Feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went...
In Washington?
Barry,
What the hell is he talking about?
agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old Gods single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
So that's what Barry is doing now. He didn't meet them in Washington though. He was lying about that. Hi Emma.
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly
Never
flammable
anything.
materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage. You're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
Yep. That's the perfect reaction. Just leave him. We already restocked, but we will go to the diner. Since I don't know if we really need to go there, I at least want to show you guys the diner. It's a fucked up place, let me tell you. We're not able to enter yet. Means we need to come back at some point. Yeah, the radio is great. Ties the game so good together. Ellen is a little bit more experienced in fighting those things now. No touching. I gotta admit, we got a little bit overpowered weapons in this. Normally you just got the 9mm and I think a nail gun. Oh, lovely. More. Splitting fucks. Oh, it looks so cool. Just kill the smaller ones first. Makes the rest so much easier. Oh, lovely. I didn't mean to hit the lower one, but hey. Who am I to learn about that? So we need to
make some
push.
serious changes.
The wheel was in place, the oil was flowing, the battery was attached, the lights were blinking, the CD was playing in the boombox. Place the battery, switch warning lights. So, hi Eric. How are you, mate? So, where's the boombox? Here. Now the craziest thing ever happens. Enjoy. Oh, I love this song, I gotta tell you. So cool remix. Yep, that worked perfectly. Whoa, that wasn't meant to hit us. Looks like we worked it out. Oh, there's the satellite. All the lights are out. Okay, we are fine. Emma, are you good? Yep, me too. Whoa, what the fuck? I can't remember those. So I think we should be good.
That's the last of them. We're good.
Thought so. We are good.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. I'm safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those the... what'd you call them? The Taken? What
Yep.
are they?
It's complicated.
Cool.
The darkness
A
gets
segment
into the
before,
world.
right?
That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong. You're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here. Okay?
What should I tell her? She's totally right. It would freak me out too. And not just a little. We fucking crashed a satellite. I should tell everything. Haven't read you in a while, Eric. Feeling... What have you been up to? Watching World Cup?
A poltergeist. Its
Oh, lovely.
existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, shit!
Fuck you, poltergeist. Okay, could hear someone scream. I'm coming. But first, let me grab whatever that is. Okay. Refill the carbine. I'm not sure. Because Alan tells her not to. And she needs to fix her car first. That's the reason she isn't just leaving. And Alan told her not to leave. Because it's dangerous outside. Hello. Anyone here? More poltergeists?
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous
Yep.
midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms. Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
So, observatory. But let's check out the thing here. Oh, that doesn't look good. Someone's head met this. Is there some cash in here? So we should be fine for now. Explore the motel rooms.
Emma Sloane was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious.
Oh no.
Emma Sloane, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control.
Fuck
as
you
much
guys.
as by her
I need
own
to save Emma.
actions.
Stop splitting, you morons. Emma, I'm nearly there.
Damn it! Why didn't you listen?
She stayed here and stayed in the light, my friend. Or maybe she tried to leave. That could be, and that killed her. Shit. Oh, poor girl. That was our only friend in this strange, strange world.
Damn.
Who the fuck is that?
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now. The observatory, hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light forges on to see the stars.
So, we're leaving from there and going to the observatory now. Sadly, I got the first room right and we couldn't check out the other two.
An observatory, a place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the champion of light is looking for. He has
By the way, the champion of light are
find
we.
a weapon.
Hello, anyone here? So back there is, by the way, a page if you haven't gotten them. Uh-oh. Okay, the darkness breaking all the lights. That doesn't make me too happy.
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard, who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you? Oh, splendid! I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
No, I didn't realize how much I'd missed that. And what about you, Tor?
They're fighting for 2 years now.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories. Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again. Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good. Thank you. And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean, the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice, it's pretty striking. What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record? What? What's he talking about? No, I'm not saying that, guys, but I can't help noticing the difference. Son, you're on thin ice. You calling me a liar?
Whoa, hey, let me just step in here for a moment, boys. Yeah, Eddie, they do sound different. But believe me, we're not talking Milli Vanilli here. These guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to
No
the gig
Milli
tomorrow
Vanilli.
night and see for yourself? Once they get on that stage, boom, things get real.
Really?
Believe me, they play like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweight. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry. I'll see if I can make it. Now, let's take another quick break here, and after that, we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
We gotta go away. But that's what you're looking forward to. We don't need this. Yeah, Mr. Scratch is our dark twin. It even was shown in a skit they did on the Remedy YouTube page, where he's killing basically everyone from the team of Remedy. So we can't go back there. I think we found all pages now. Yeah, all 16 pages. So since we haven't... Oh, we missed one. No! We should go through all of them. I think we will do this when we reach the last part of this. We go through the first two, or through all three. Or maybe at the end of the stream. For everyone who is interested into more story. And everyone who's watching Alan Wake should be. For background story, we will do that. So no way in here yet. So let's go into the observatory, but I got all pages here. I'll do it at the end of the stream so I won't bore you guys. So everyone who's interested in can stay and watch. And everyone else, yeah, doesn't need to watch it. Doesn't miss out on the main story here. Hello.
Hello? I'm
Oh.
Dr. Rachel Meadows and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Okay. That's not good. So, I must ring again. Oh, you fucker. No, not this time. Bam. I think we got them all. We should be fine. Very well indeed.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Oh, finally she's using her brain.
Hey, buddy.
That's
Figured I'd
Mr.
take a moment
Scratch.
to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys
Perfect
are in
song.
control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Slowly but surely gets angry, I guess. Yay.
Never mind.
Yep. Now you guys know Mr. Scratch. Lovely guy, isn't he? We'll take everything we can find.
I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Flare gun ammo is always good, even though we haven't needed it yet. It's good to have a little practice in playing Alan Wake before you start this again. So good thing we played this before. He's doing a smart thing though. Doom guy in Doom 3 couldn't do that. Hello.
The man who looked like me. What did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal. That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done. Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became... I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating.
He's probably dead.
It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
So we learned a little bit more again. It's not very pleasant to be around, Mr. Scratch.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
All right.
Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
So close the door. Do we need to go? Where's your car? Couldn't you have parked just around the corner? Or is this the official parking lot? I hope not. That's a weird place.
This must be your car.
This stuff wasn't here when we were here before, if I recall it right. Welcome to Dead Space. Fucking spiders. Oh, they just melt. You don't have to shoot them. I guess some of you would be happy if that would work in real life. Killing spiders with lights. What the hell happened here? Oh, fuck off. So we killed both. Let's keep running. I think that's a smart thing to do. Let me in, right, thank you very much. Close the door. So that worked pretty well.
Found it. Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
We walked the wrong way. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Brilliant, you've got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order.
Yay, we repaired it.
Right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
Why is it so fucking dark in here?
We're overheating. I have to shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk
Oh,
to me
lovely.
if you have questions.
I got a shit ton of questions. So, since I promised you to show you as much story as I can, we gotta go to talk to her.
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
Okay.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly, until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone
That's,
else
by the
to
way,
look
the
at this
same
phenomenon.
word in German.
Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what
Like
we're gonna get
poltergeist,
once
also
this
a German
thing's
word.
working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message from me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
Yep, fair enough. Jump. So let's go down to the pipes we saw in the beginning.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Okay. Well, let's go there first. Oh, hello. So we got those. So, number 1. Did you die, Shibi, when you saw the spiders? You were so quiet since then. Oh, shit. I mean, oh shoot. That's a correct word. I'm allowed to use. As if I would care. I say that's a yes. So, is your wife kicking around today too? Or is she catching up on Alan Wake then? I actually can't remember if there are bigger spiders. But I surely don't hope so. But I really can't remember. Doesn't sound good. She also died. It's cool, just small spiders. I'm more concerned about getting enemies from everywhere. So just remember, it's easier since I played through this one time. And I got a little bit better weapons, which makes it a tad easier. I didn't create any spiders. Oh, fuck off. Okay, this thing tries to throw shit at me, which I really don't like. Especially since it's catching up. Leave me alone. But that doesn't mean I created the spiders. And I'm not sure he's in full control of what's happening anymore.
That should do it.
Well, to this point, everything's good and easy. Thanks. So the thing should be good to go.
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done.
Huh, where's the lift?
That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success.
I think so too.
Look out, they found a way in.
Oh, great. You are taken to... I don't think so. Fucking hell, that was close. Who invited you in? I most certainly didn't. No clue what killed it. Oh, the light.
That was intense. I'm sighted
Oh, you
in
think
now.
that was
I
intense?
still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Don't you tell. So you're waiting for evil doppelganger already?
Are we receiving a signal now?
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things
Her
that
hat
taught me
moves
just
with
to
us.
roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
We have that experience, that's a problem.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Uh-oh. Next segment.
The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid
A cannibal's
fantasies,
tale,
it's
lovely.
now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the Champion of Light here.
So how many? Oh, I missed a lot of pages here. The main difference between the old game and this one is here are living people, at least before we came here. Creepy shit. That's, by the way, already the last chapter for today.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No,
Jeez.
I want you. But
What the
you'll
fuck?
get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady,
What the
you got
fuck?
darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big
Brilliant.
building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor. Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me? And then
Oh,
everything got
boy.
all dark? That was the best.
Oh, lovely. She's fucking possessed.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah.
No.
We were?
We were at the lodge, and, we escaped.
We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
yeah.
So, you know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this is my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicked it up a notch. But it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Deep in the ocean of darkness,
Barry's just the best.
balance becomes a stranger, and in your fantasies, he rides a storm on your peace.
Sounds a little bit like old Van Halen. But with better lyrics.
Beyond the shadow you settled for, there is a miracle illuminated. Deep in the ocean of darkness, in the mirror light, the balance becomes a stranger. In your fantasies, he rides a storm on your feet. Wake up and smell the
I hope they are in the new game too. In Control.
Hey, just in case case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Oh God. Poor girl.
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Not good.
Fucking hell. Creepy. What the hell? What can I trust if I can't trust her? Oh, baby. Now I'm feeling like Doom Guy. That's good. I think we must go there a little bit later. We are heading over there. Uh-oh.
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
Yep. That's a good, right? Okay, Mrs. Scratch is toying with us, this bastard. What the hell? I always hit the right one with the sound off, that's good. Oh shit. Twice. Okay, we dodged this one, and we might be fine. Oh shit, we're down to 1 health. Oh god, leave me alone! This gun is so slow. Might be powerful, but it's so slow. Still in the lights. Fill my health. Nothing in there. Okay, that's the large. We should not turn on, as she said. Because we're not a bad boy. Oh, yeah, now it's getting really disturbing. Watch the bat. So creepy. Am I the only one that thinks that's creepy, creepy shit? But he's playing Mr. Scratch so good. It's so fucking creepy. Freaks me out. Restore the power.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
You scared? Or are you good? Alright, that's number one. Alright. Should be fine. Just jump down there. How come you don't know what to say? It's one of the creepiest acting jobs I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of movies and television over the years. Just a scratch manages to give me the feeling that I might shoot myself. In case you're wondering why I'm turning around all of the time, I feel like someone's following me. All of the time. Not a very pleasant feeling, I can tell you. Let's bring the light back on. Creepy shit. But the poets are back. I mean the old gods of Asgard.
I should be able to figure this out.
Uh-oh. So we should be good. Holy shit, what's going on? Okay. What the fuck? I think I've never seen you speechless before. That was close. So completely speechless. Just not your typical shield bearer. Okay, I think we went the wrong way. Okay, we just blast our way through this. No, we can't. Bad luck, we gotta go back. Oh, let's go. I think there were some manuscript pages or something. So where did we come from? We came from there, right? Shit. That was a big inspiration for Sam Lake, so it's good you're getting the Twin Peaks vibe. You totally should get it. Ah, there's the exit. Just didn't see it. Missed it. God damn. I'm lost. So lost. And I'm fucking scared. So let's leave.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out. You wanna get hit by those?
Okay, we got him. But here you, good headset is worth a lot. This assault rifle is pretty good. Really enjoy having it. Isn't that fun? What's happening on the screen? Let's get into the light. Even though it's not a good light. Just Mr. Scratch killing some dudes. So let's head to the guard building. I think we killed all of them. Okay, we haven't. Okay, this is not effective. So that's the guy we found first, the one he tortured. He likes his slick hair. He's just a creepy fuck. That's all the bad that Alan has in himself. But that's basically Mr. Scratch as far as I remember. He enjoys watching himself. What the fuck? He's having a blast torture in this poor soul. Creepy fucker. But yeah, that's what... Holy crap. What Mr. Scratch likes to do. Okay, this thing is powerful in close combat, but otherwise completely useless. Like a son of shotgun should be. Here we go.
Smell you. I can smell you out there.
What's wrong with you?
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Yep,
like you're
we
feeling
killed the
better now.
darkness.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I just don't feel anything like he does. He's in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. Projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Oh no,
Feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Okay.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. I mean, she shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you know, you're supposed to be dead, or something.
Uh-huh. How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here.
Me neither.
Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, this... God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
I will try my best, my dear. I will try my best. So a snuff movie is running in a loop, I think. Okay, turn it off. I guess
That's the
that's
security
not...
system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat renting.
Oh shit. Destroy the dark fountains. We have, I thought. What the hell is going on? Oh, where's the second one? That works too. I'm fine with that. Okay, that's the last one, I think. That wasn't the smartest move, but it worked for a while. That should do it. Yes. Darkness is gone. With the blast kill everything around. Nice. Okay, we're doing pretty well.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
This arcade machine. It was late at night, the summer was almost over. Death Rally, by the way, is the first game Remedy ever did. That's Death Rally. That's fucking old, as you might guess. But cool. That's a little Easter egg for you guys. It was late at night. That's not 11 a.m. That's late at night. End of summer. Oh, that's not good. I want to leave.
Oh, hell, this isn't going right.
Don't you tell.
You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
So that's...
I'm here again. They sent me back.
That's the start of the second chapter, which we won't play, but I promise you guys something. We're gonna go through those, so... What? Okay.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
So...
The reality we take for granted is soft.
That's basically our episode for this week.
Under
So
correct
Shibi,
conditions, you can reshape
did you
it,
understand
turn it into
anything?
almost
Is it
anything you
cool for
want.
you?
When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
That's what we knew from the
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
The lie is now the truth.
Some of the taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that
we've seen
the
this.
strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground. My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch. At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high...
I think we had this one.
I'm trapped in the darkness. He has started appearing to me, Mr. He can travel back into the world effortlessly, and he loves to rub my face in it. At first, he was just an echo in the darkness, a flicker beyond the edge of my vision. Now he started showing himself, getting bolder all the time, telling me what a great time he's having in the world while I'm stuck here, and what he plans to do, especially to Alice. All the moves I have left are dangerous and desperate. I have no choice. I have to hunt him.
That's the first page you find in this
I know
thing
that
here.
when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
I like that they changed their...
I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met. And all the things that count, anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
He's just the best.
Alice and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life. And they've never really gotten along with each other. I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
So I hope that's what you hoped for.
Night Springs doesn't
a little
exist.
bit.
It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man. The champion of light, fighting his evil double, the herald of darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This.
So that's what's happening
Now
there.
Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night. In
So
Bright
I
Falls,
think
I
that
was
helps
constantly
him.
under attack by birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the Taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
We haven't seen those.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her New Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011 there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot. She didn't mind. She could deal. She could take any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
Sadly, it's still
Thor
a thing.
and Odin Anderson, old gods of Asgard. I still don't quite know what to make of them. I know they used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
The old gods.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit. I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly. Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
Oh, God. So that's all for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And yes, that's all for this week. Chapter 2 is the next thing we will do. And I will show you all the pages of Chapter 2 at the end of the next show. I will keep you guys updated when what happens. Follow my Twitter and my Facebook, as you can see up here. And yes, that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did so, leave a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I wish you a good night. See you soon, I hope so. Bye bye.